I'm sure you guys have seen those weird Elsa, Spider-Man, Joker videos up on YouTube where adults are dressed up in costumes running around with weird, wacky music in the background. I've known about those sort of videos for months now, and I didn't really think anything of it other than I just thought, okay, they're just mass producing these videos for kids to click on. Well, it wasn't until earlier this week that a friend of mine brought to my attention a channel similar to those that produce such videos that featured children imitating pooping and eating poop. Now, this was just completely disgusting. I couldn't even watch the video because it was so repulsive, and the video is incredibly disturbing itself. It features two little girls making noises, pretending to poop, pretending to eat poop. It has a music beat in the background that is not childlike in nature at all. It feels very, very, very inappropriate. And he suggested that there is definitely something going on with these channels. And I started to look into this a little bit more. It is very, very disturbing. Once you start looking into it and realizing there are some patterns, there are some keywords that get repeated, I think something is going on. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but there is just too much similarity in the themes that are being presented in these videos that it really makes me wonder who is behind these, what is the purpose, what is the audience, and what do these keywords mean? You have repeated phrases like bad baby attached to a string of different words. Bad baby chocolate challenge, poop toilet, little sister Elsa, Spider-Man. I mean, the tags just keep going on and on and on. But that phrase, bad baby, is always associated with a child in the thumbnail, most of the time with a pacifier in their mouth, or drinking a bottle, or eating something. So I definitely think that keyword is code for something else, whether it is within the pedophilia circle that is watching the videos, or what. I do not think this many views is from children alone. There is something very, very disturbing behind this, and I do not understand what that stands for, but I suspect it has some incredibly nefarious reason behind it. A lot of these channels also feature thumbnails of children being kidnapped and imitating kidnapping them, and it's typically an adult making the children cry. Their hands are bound, or they're in trunks, they're wrapped up, their mouths are duct taped. Now, this is incredibly disturbing because if you have to think, like, if adults are watching these videos and getting off on this simulated child kidnapping, I don't even understand, like, how this stuff is getting uploaded to YouTube, because looking at these thumbnails, this is very, very unsettling. This is not normal. This is not what children watch. What I suspect is that there is a way pedophiles or whoever the target of these videos, they have figured out a separate code as to what terms to look up so that they can look at this stuff without, one, drawing attention to themselves, two, having to download any CP on their computer. They're not going to get traced. No one is going to be looking for a guy looking up, kidnapping video when it's coded as Joker, bad kid, getting crushed. That's another thing. There are a bunch of crush videos, and I am way too naive and ignorant about the sick degenerates out there, so I don't really understand what people get off on, but there are a ton of crushing videos. Little kid buy a car, something getting crushed. I don't want to think what that stands for, but I can't imagine it's something positive. There are also a lot of pregnant videos, and I would go out on a limb to think that there's probably a fetish for pregnant women. The pregnant woman being featured with children, her stomach's exposed, her kids are touching her stomach. Some of these videos, they're in the bathtub. Some of these videos, they're in the shower. I mean, there are tons and tons of these simulated pregnancies, of videos with real pregnant women. And, oh my gosh, people are so disgusting. What is wrong with people? There are a countless number of videos with children eating in the thumbnail. And it's not just, oh my gosh, the way that they are presented eating is in such a suggestive manner. I do not understand how on earth all of this has been getting uploaded to YouTube without any sort of question whatsoever. This is not right. This is seriously like softcore CP. This is like a legal way that people are watching children in compromising, suggestive situations without having to worry about getting traced, tracked down, put on a list. That's what I think this is. I don't want to go be a total conspiracy theorist nut about this, but it's just so odd how the same exact phrases and terms and keywords are being used for the same type of videos on so many different channels. And look at the views for these videos. Most of them are in the millions, some of the hundreds of millions. I don't know who the target demographic is because YouTube won't let you look at the statistics for videos that aren't your own. They don't tell you like the age, the gender of the person watching them. But I cannot believe that this is just children. There is no way. A child is smart enough to memorize these keywords and to get these sort of video results. There are a bunch of videos about simulated poop as well, and I would not be surprised if there was a poop fetish, because apparently some people just are so disgusting and revolting. There's something wrong with you. There is something mentally wrong with you if you are watching this sort of stuff. I cannot believe that YouTube is just home to all of this. Or are they even aware of the problem? I mean, look how much revenue it's probably getting these channels and thus getting to YouTube. I really hope that this is addressed somehow. I would love to see what YouTube thinks about this, about being the host to these kind of videos. I cannot imagine there is any good purpose behind this. I don't think these videos are for kids. I think these videos are uploaded with code names so that pedophiles and degenerates that like this sort of stuff can look at it without any suspicion raised, because you're not going to have, who's going to be looking for your computer for a chocolate fountain challenge? Unless you're already aware that's some sort of code name for something else. I really hope that this gets explored more, because I feel like I'm too naive to understand what's going on, but I can definitely see that there is a pattern here. So please, if you know how to get to the top, if you want to share this video, share it with someone who is going to be able to expose it more, who has a team to look into it more, like Philip DeFranco. I don't know. I mean, there's got to be someone who can get it up there. But I just wanted to say, it is disturbing, disgusting. You people who are watching these videos should be ashamed. I hope these channels get shut down. I will do what I can to make sure you're not taking videos of little girls shoving giant gummy worms in their mouth. I mean, what is wrong with you? You're pimping out your kids for YouTube views in the most disgusting ways. The needles, I didn't even get to the needle videos. The needle videos featuring children bent over with needles going into their buttocks, like with blood coming out. Oh my gosh. I don't know how this sort of stuff got past YouTube's filters, but obviously the keywords are working. The keywords are working, and YouTube probably needs to be made aware of this. This is disgusting.